Oops, I did it again. Da, 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 da. Right, I can't sing that anymore because otherwise I'll probably get done for copyright strikes, whatever. Might even get done for that a little bit. But hello, guys. Welcome back to WezLife, episode 41. And obviously, singing that little song at the beginning, then I'm referencing the fact that I have gone a whole week. And yet here I am again, recording this podcast on Sunday evening. This seems to be a regular theme now, and I apologise about that. I said I might get 2 episodes out this week, but I haven't. Um, Instead, though, I have managed to get an episode of Loco Roco 2 recorded. I'll get another one recorded because I do want to play it. I've decided to play that recently. But it's just been loud in my house, and I'm trying to find times where it's quiet so I can record and the audio is good. It's difficult, though, with having a large family. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that episode. Let's jump in with Where's Wes. Now, this week it's been pretty fun. I've been on 2 walks again. Carrying on with the walks, I love it. It's entertaining. It's fun. I've actually done a lot of different things with like baking and cooking. So I actually ended up doing some. I baked some eclairs, chocolate eclairs. Well, I didn't actually do them. They weren't actually chocolate eclairs. They were top was made with like Biscoff, so I did like Biscoff with a cream, and it was like, oh, it was delicious. They're like, I've made eclairs a few times now, but them were the best ones that I made. So I made eclairs. I actually love baking a lot. I actually love doing it. The only issue when it comes to baking with me is I can never actually be bothered going out of the house to go and get supplies. But if we've got ingredients and I want to do baking, I'll probably do it most of the time. So I did that. Also did some cooking. While we've been in lockdown, me and my siblings, we've been cooking various meals at different times, so the stress isn't all on my parents. And I made some pasta for everyone this week. It was pretty amazing, delicious. So I've been doing that, and I've also been playing actually Sea of Thieves quite a lot on the Xbox. It's been a fun game, and I've been enjoying that. Like with a close friend of mine, we've been playing that nearly, well, not every day actually. We've played it about 3 or 4 days this week, which is it's been fun. It's been enjoyable. And I'll probably play it again some more this week. Yeah, that's kind of where I've been up to, guys. Um, yeah, it feels like we haven't. Well, we've got an update, haven't we, about lockdown? I think July 4th, everything's becoming a lot easier. It's a bit crazy though. Like yesterday, it would have been the start of my summer of many missions. I would have gone to Bournemouth yesterday, which is a bit sad that it's not happening. Well, actually, it's quite a lot sad, but I'm not too bothered because, again, I've expressed in previous videos that because everyone's in the same situation, it makes me feel a little bit better because it's like I'm not the only one. Everyone's in this situation. So yeah, but I would have gone away and I would have been away for the entirety of the entire summer then. Would have returned in September. But instead, here we are in Wigan, and we'll see what happens up until September. I might just be here in the whole summer. Well, most likely I will be. And we'll just see what happens. We'll play it by ear. But I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to things becoming a lot more normal, and I think it will. Hopefully sometime soon. I'm hoping to get back out into the open air at some point, maybe in a week or two. I'm not sure yet, but me and a friend are gonna try and get out, and so hopefully that'll be something I can talk more about when it comes. So that's where's guys. That's what I've been doing. That's how I've been doing. Hope you're all right. I've been doing great. Hope you're all doing great too. Right. Wes says now for this one. I didn't know. Wait, I just need to have a little drink of water before I carry on. My throat's a little bit dry. Oh, I know some of you enjoy it when I drink water, like a little ASMR thing. Don't know why. Yeah, so for this topic, it kind of comes from what happened last night. So last night oh man, I had a crazy experience, like craziest one I've ever experienced, probably in terms of yeah, I don't know actually. I've had a lot of crazy experiences, but this was pretty crazy. Um, and I was thinking about it. I was like, am I allowed to talk about this? But I don't see why I shouldn't be able to. I've only got a small amount of viewers, and so it doesn't really. I don't think it matters too much. I'm going to talk about it, so it'll be fine. But yeah, recently I've been thinking about like scary things, like scary situations that I've been in life, and I've been watching some horror films quite a bit. So I watched Hereditary last night, which was I think it was a 2018 film. It's like a horror film, and supposedly it's one of the best like horror films of the 21st century. Um, I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was like the best film ever, as people made it out to be. It was all right. I wouldn't necessarily recommend people go and watch it. If you're a fan of horror films or the films that mess with your head, go and watch it. If not, I wouldn't recommend it as being this film that you need to watch. It's an okay film, but I watched that last night, and I actually watched it with Jack, and I was going back home on my way home, and in the street, I was pulling up into my street. This was at this time though. It was about 2 a.m., 2 in the morning. Obviously, the film's on my mind, among like thinking about different stuff. And I go into my street. And normally, when I go into my street, I go a little bit past my house, and then I put it into reverse. So then I've got an easy, like I can just reverse straight, like turn my wheel and reverse straight onto my drive. It's quite easy. So I drive, and I would notice if anybody was there. So I drive straight, and as I put it into reverse, I start reversing. This banging up happens on my passenger's window, like bang, 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 like, and it probably made me like jump, like flip. What's that? So I looked, and I see this woman stood there, like absolutely like sobbing, like her eyes are just like like proper. She's crying so much. And she's holding up this piece of paper saying, "Help me." And I was like, flip's sake, what do I do here? So I was like, hang on a minute, let me just park up. So I parked up, and I was like, flipping it. And then I think I was in the car, just like, oh Lord, can you help me with this? I don't know what I'm doing. So then I got out of my car, and she stood there absolutely crying loads and saying I need help. So I was like, okay, what do you need help with? What can I do? And she was like, can you please ring this number for me? So she gives me this piece of paper, and I tried to ring the number, and it was an unknown number, and so it was like, boop, 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 the number you've dialed is an unknown number, blah, blah, blah. Said that, and so I was like, oh, okay, maybe I put it in wrong. So I put it in again, rang it carefully, and it said the same thing. So I was like, sorry, this number you've given me, it's saying it's an unknown number. She looked at it, and she was looking at it, and she's like, I don't know why. And she was just crying loads, and I said, "What's happened? What's wrong? Are you okay?" And she was just saying, "I need help." She was crying a lot, and I was saying, "What can I do for you?" And she's saying, "I don't know." And then she said she's got like 3 kids in the house, and she needs help with kids or whatever. She was just crying loads, and it all seems to be happening pretty quickly. And so she walks across the road, crying. I'm like, I didn't know what to do, so I was like, what is there any way I can help you? Like, what can I do? And then she was like, I don't know, nothing, I don't know, blah blah blah. And then she goes in the house, and as soon as she goes in the house and closes the door, she just started screaming loads, like proper screaming her head off, like absolutely crazy, like banshee level screaming. And I was like, oh my flip, and I was like stood there in the middle of the street just looking around, and there's no houses are putting the lights on, nobody's around. It's just like this is the only house with the lights on, and she's screaming, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do here? Why am I in this situation? What? I was like, I don't know what to do. So I went in, and I went to my dad. He's just fast asleep, and I woke him. I was like, Dad, I don't know what to do, and I just told him what had happened. I said, now she's just screaming in her house, and he was just like, just go and monitor through the window, see if anything happens or whatever. So I just came to the window, looked in my bedroom, and opened the window. And at this point, she was just screaming, "Help me!" in the house, screaming, "Help me!" dead loud. And I was like, "Flip's sake!" So I ran and got my sister. She came and had a look. At this point, it started waking up people in the house, and still the street's not doing anything. Nobody in the street. And I was like, "Flip's sake, what do I do?" So I went. Well, my dad actually came to me at this point, and then he's like, "Right then, we're just gonna have to ring the police about it." So we just rang the police, talked to them on the phone, because obviously it's quite concerning that she's saying she's got 3 kids or whatever, and she's saying she needs help, and she's screaming her head off. Like, I don't know if she was drunk or what. Like, it happened very, very quickly. Anyway, the police came, they went in the house and stuff, and they were in there for a while, probably about, I don't know, 40 minutes. So I don't know what happened. I don't think it was anything serious, because it was just 2 police officers, and if it was, like, probably, yeah, a lot more police officers would have come, or an ambulance or anything. I don't know what it was. But it was crazy. It was just one of them moments where it happened, and it was like pretty scary. But it was like, oh flip, what do I do? You just got to deal with it. And it got me thinking. Just there's been a few times in my life where something like that has happened, where something scary's happened, and you just got to deal with it. And I guess it's a sense you got to try and handle the situation. If you've been put in this situation, you got to try and handle it in a calm way. But it can still be scary. It still can be very scary. I remember my mum, she's got epilepsy, for anyone who didn't know. So I'm very much used to seeing her have seizures quite often, to be honest. And there's been 2 times now in my life since my mum has had epilepsy that I've been out, and I've seen people have like seizures, and in that moment I've been the one who's been able to deal with that. And I guess when you're used to it, you can deal with it easier, and it's okay. But for everyone else, it's still scary. And so something like that last night for me, that was still pretty scary. It was the first time something like that had ever happened to me. I mean, I don't think that's like a common thing that happens a lot. But I feel like the more you get used to a situation, the more you can deal with it, and just handle it a lot easier. And so them situations where there's actually 2 different guys on 2 different accounts. Was one time where I was filling up at a petrol. No, I was I'm filling up my car with petrol, and this guy like opposite me just had a seizure as he was like filling up, and then went over and helped him out, and a load of people was like panic. Obviously, it's a scary thing. It is, if you don't know what you're doing. So I was dealing with that situation calmly. And then the other time was when I was actually in Bournemouth in a cafe, and someone had a seizure, so I tried to handle that. But there was a lot of other people around there, and other people are capable of handling it too. And I guess if something like that happened again with me, what happened last night, I probably would still be a bit scared, but you get away. Well, you try and get used to handling with them easier. There's been loads of times though, but you got to also you got to be careful. You don't want to put yourself in danger or whatever. So probably would have been stupid for me to follow that woman and go in her house or anything. Who knows what could have happened, but I was I think I did all right with what I did. I don't know. Maybe it was a little bit stupid standing in the middle of the street with her. I don't know. Could have attacked me. She's a neighbour though, so the neighbours. I've spoken to the family before briefly, but I don't know. It's crazy. Anyway, it's just a scary situation, and I felt like sharing it. Felt like just sharing it with you guys. This is how this podcast originally started. Anyway, me just chatting to you about things that has happened to me in life, and it still will be like that. Yeah. Have you guys got any kind of scary situations that you've ever been in? if you have. I'd be happy to listen and find out. And if you want to be on the podcast as well, sharing scary things, that would be pretty fun. Because you know, I was thinking about this the other day. I've not had a guest on in a while, and I want more guests. And I mean, since lockdown and stuff, I thought it would be harder having guests on, but it's actually proven to be easier because we can just record it, like, you know, through either Skype or Discord or whatever. So if you do want to be a guest on here, do let me know, because I'd love for you to be a guest. So yeah, that's what happened to me last night, guys. It got sorted in the end though. I got to bed about 3:30. Been feeling pretty tired today, but I'm alright. Still kicking it. So yeah. That's what it says. Now, have I got any wise words with you? I'd probably just kind of go on top of what I've been talking about, and you know, just saying, if you're ever in a situation like that where you got to try and, you know, you're put into the position where you got to deal with the situation. You can't obviously just, you know, even though it's hard, you can't just be a coward and run away. Because imagine if I ran away in all three of them situations where I talked about the 2 guys having seizures. Like, you know, if I had run away from them, that probably would have still been dealt with. But, you know, maybe not in the same way. Like, obviously, I believe the Lord has allowed me to go through what I have in life to be able to deal with both of them situations at the time they came around. And if last night, if I had ran away and just like, oh, I'm going to bed, I don't care about this, and just like ran to my house, what if there was actually something really serious with that woman inside of the house, like where she really did need serious help, and I just ignored it? That wouldn't have been great. So if you are in a situation, running away, like, even though that might be the option that you want to do, it's probably not. It's probably not the best thing to do. But you do have to, again, be very, very cautious about the situation, assess it, and make sure you're not putting yourself in danger or the other people, or, you know, whatever it is, in danger. You want to be careful, but just try not to. I don't know. I guess just try to relax and try and just help where you can, but do be careful. I guess. I guess that's what I'm saying. Just be careful and try to be relaxed about it. But I mean, it depends on the situation, and it's always easier to say these things than actually do them. But I hope you've kind of got some wisdom out of that. Hope something I've said has been interesting or whatever. But yeah, that's it for my wise words with you guys, and that is this for this episode of WezLife. There we go. Episode 41. I hope you have enjoyed. Next week we'll probably get another episode of Loco Roco out, and probably another. I'll try to get 2 episodes out, 2 podcasts. I will try. I'm actually going to go into this week and go, right, Wes, you are going to get 2 episodes out this week because you have missed 2 weeks. So I'm going to try my best. But if you have enjoyed this video, I was going to say like the video, but I don't actually say that. You can like it if you want. I'm not that bothered. But if more than anything, if there's anything you want me to talk about in a future episode, please let me know, because I would love to talk about it. Otherwise, until next time, have a great week, and cheery bye.